from that, so he will be on 39 points. David Vidales took the 2 points to add to his 32 points, so David Vidales has now 34 points. And then we had Juho Valtonen, who had who of course had 29 points, and he adds to that 8 points. So Juho Valtonen now has 37 points. As for drivers who scored big points, well, Lorenzo Travasanuto, unfortunately, is down the order in the championship. Zane Maloney is just outside of the top 10. Luca Maish is not really in the championship running either. Neither is Marin Kramers. So, Harry Thompson, I think did we forget about him? Yes, we did. So he's 8th place. So he scored from that. Harry Thompson, 5 points. So Harry Thompson from 8th place takes 21 points now coming into this. So we have, in terms of the championship, Pedro Hilbrand, Hannes Janka leads Pedro Hilbrand by 1 point, 52 to 51. Then it is Roman Stanek on 39 points. Then it is Juho Valtonen on 37 points. Then it is David Vidales on 34 points. It's by my maths, but that's just something I'm working out here on the back of the grid sheet. Nothing too official. But let's go through the full grid once again. Hannes Janka is going to be on row 1 with Lorenzo Travasanuto. Row 2 is Juho Valtonen and Zane Maloney. Row 3 is then Harry Thompson and Luca Maish. Row 4 is Roman Stanek and Marin Kramers. Row 5 is David Vidales and Danny Curl. Then it is Luigi Colincio and Andrea Rosso, Hilbrand and Milel. Then it's Havercourt and Michelotto, Sasse and Patterson, Nezov and Edgar, Lollerman Van Berlo, Sonny Jarvi and Deli Garanti, Marseglia, Nurmi, Bradshaw, Tauscher, Saniala, Arnold. We go racing as they go down towards turn 1. Lorenzo Travasanuto is going to take the race lead going in towards turn number 1. So Lorenzo Travasanuto into an early lead. This is what they need to do if they want to stop the German Hannes Janka, who does have a clear pace advantage around this circuit. So Travasanuto into the race lead. He's going to try and make a break for it early on. Hannes Janka is in 2nd place. Zane Maloney is in 3rd place. Juho Valtonen is in 4th place. We need to see where Pedro Hilbrand, as he plays an important role in the championship as they make their way down towards the last corner for the first time. 26 laps is going to be. It's going to be a longer race towards the back of the grid, of course. We have Saniala, Arnold, Frace, Nielsen, Spenley and Rosenfeld. Bradshaw and Tauscher also on row 14 as well. But at the end of lap 1, it's Travasanuto who leads from Janka, Maloney, Valtonen, Thompson, Stanek, Vidales, Curl, Kramers and Coluccio. That's how they line up as they head down towards turn number 8 for the first time. This lap number 2. Oh, and a change. Harry Thompson down the inside of Valtonen there to take 4th place. Harry Thompson had just gone quickest of anyone through the first sector. So Harry Thompson, a good start to the race for him as they make their way through the last hairpin. Down the start-finish straight they go, and Travasanuto, it is, leading the way by about 0.3 of a second from Hannes Janka. Travasanuto, perhaps this is something he's done with the setup to try and make a break for it early on, whereas Janka has set the pressures up on his tyres to come on a little bit later in the race. I wouldn't at all be surprised if that were the case. That's not taking anything away from Travasanuto, but let's have it right. When you've had someone that's been 0.2 a lap quicker than anyone pretty much all weekend, it's going to be pretty unlikely that anyone's going to run away from them out front. But you never know. This is kart racing. It's unpredictable. It's FIA Karting European Championships to be exact. These the best drivers in the world going head-to-head out front. Man to watch at the moment, though, is Harry Thompson, because Harry Thompson is absolutely flying in 4th place and closing down every single driver ahead of him. And Harry Thompson, his first victim, if you like, is going to be Zane Maloney, and that would be a battle for a podium position as they head up towards turn number 8. Harry Thompson then just trying to close him down. Nicholas Nielsen is going quickest. that reminds me, are there any big movers? Well, Nielsen is up 7, and he is the biggest mover on field at the moment. So he has made the most places of anyone as they turn their way out of the last corner and down the start-finish straight. It's a 42.4 for Travis Anuto out front, so that's the time he does. Let's see what everyone else does. 42.5 for the 3 drivers in chase. So out of the lead 4, Harry Thompson is quickest at the moment. The lead 4 split by less than 1 second. Then we have Juho Valtonen, Roman Stanek, David Vidales, Marin Kramers, Dali Ko and Luigi Coluccio as they turn their way now down towards the chicane for the 5th time. It's perhaps the trickiest part of the circuit. It's an uphill chicane. Right, left, right. Close your eyes and hang on to it and come out the other side, hopefully, and then head down towards the final hairpin. Zay Maloney is really closing in on Hannes Janker. It's not working out for the German at the moment, and this would be good news to Juho Valtonen, to Pedro Hilbrand, who is, of course, just 1 point behind Travis Janker in the championship. But where is Pedro Hilbrand? He's down in 13th, so it's not working out for him at the moment. He really needs to start making some places. As you would have just seen by the graphic on screen, Zay Maloney in 3rd place is quickest on track. There he is in the 1-2-5 as they go over the chicane. So Zay Maloney quickest at the moment. Let's see if he can make a move into the hairpin. Yes, he does, and it was a late attempt at a move, but Zay Maloney is through into 2nd place then. What a move that was. I don't think Zay Maloney thought he was going to make a move until the last minute. I think he came out the chicane not thinking he was going to make a move, and then once he got to the braking zone, he thought, why not, let's have a go at this. Lorenzo Travisanuto is now gone quickest, 42.305. His lead stands at 9/10 of a second, but now Zay Maloney has been unleashed in 2nd place. Let's see if he can start to chase the Italian down as they go over the chicane one more time. Hannes Janker, what's going on with the German? He's changed the pressures. He said that on the grid, but has he changed them too much, I wonder? Is something going wrong with the engine? Because this is just not the pace. This is not the Hannes Janker that we saw at the start of the race. In towards the double left-hander, now into the right. Hannes Janker is chasing down Zane Maloney, who's just gone quickest on track. He's keeping a good gap to Harry Thompson, it has to be said. But is Hannes Janker, is this just him now about to come into this race? Are his tyres about to turn on? Are Travis Anuto is going to fall away in about 10 laps time or so? Only time will tell, I guess, as they head down the start-finish straight one more time. So Travis Anuto leads. This is a battle going on now that we're looking at between David Vidales in 5th, Juho Valtonen in 6th, and then Marin Kramers in 7th place. Coluccio, Stanek and Andrea Rosso are in chase at the moment as they go left, now right, left once again. And downhill, that was a brave attempt at a move that from Kramers. It was never going to work, and it almost opened up the door to Luigi Coluccio to make a move. But Coluccio sits in behind his fellow Birol ART driver for now, and had a look over his shoulder there to see that behind him he has Roman Stanek and Andrea Rosso. A little bit of a mistake for someone out the last corner. It was Marin Kramers, and Luigi Coluccio is now going to go through into turn 1. He takes Roman Stanek with him, and look at Andrea Rosso. He's queuing up as well. Oh, side by side. Well, just about hanging on there was Kramers as they came out of the corner. Now out front, the gap between Travis Anuto and Maloney has come down to 6.5 tenths. So it was over a second. It is now 6.5 tenths as they head up towards the chicane. And over the chicane they go through the last corner. Andrea Rosso is going to be passed, isn't he, by his teammate Pedro Hilbrand. Hilbrand went down the inside, and I think Hilbrand would have come out in 10th place there. So there's still a chance for Hilbrand to get a top 5 finish here. Top 5 is well within reach, but these 4 out front look like they have cleared off, particularly that man, Lorenzo Travisanuto. He's got a 6/10 advantage over Zay Maloney. That gap has risen on the last lap. So Zay Maloney was closing in. Now the gap's risen. Let's see what happens this time around as they head down in towards the last hairpin. And down towards the last corner we go. Zane Maloney leading the way. Leading Hannes Janker, sorry. 11 laps completed. We still have around 14 and a half to go. There's Travis Anuto. Top three are away, aren't they? They're split by 1 second at the moment. Hannes Janker has just gone purple through the first sector, so he's just not panicked since dropping back from the leader, Hannes Janker. And now I feel he's starting to come on. Harry Thompson looks to be falling away, and he is dropping into the clutches of David Vidales, and then you've got Juho Valtonen, who's battling away with Luigi Coluccio at the moment. Then it is Roman Stanek and Malin Kramers with Pedro Hiltbrand next along. Down towards the left-hander they go, and we're about to hit half race distance. The gap has gone back down to half a second between the two leaders once more. Hiltbrand needs to make more places for his championship fight. He's got directly ahead of him Marin Kramers. Let's see if he can get past. Down towards the last corner they go. Travis Anuto into the last corner. Heads up towards the start-finish line. He's got 4.5 tenths now over Zane Maloney. So the gap continues to fall. Similar to the junior race, it's not loads of passing out front, but we've got an interesting situation on our hands. We haven't got a Paul Aron that's clearing off from the rest of the field, but there's an interesting situation certainly developing here. Definitely the Ricky Flynn team are going to be cheering on Zane Maloney from the sidelines here. It's a double win for them. What a weekend that would be if they could take 2 wins as they come down towards the last corner. This is the main battle on track in a way, as we're going to see a change. So Roman Stanek there, I think about to lose a place to Malin Kramers. Didn't see if it came off or not, because we go back to the leaders, who are still split by just over 4 tenths of a second. That battling ahead has given Pedro Hiltbrand a chance to close in here. Danny Curl sits in 12th, then Luca Mage 13th, then Johnny Edgar 14th, and Kaz Havercourt in 15th. Down towards the chicane, there is, and what's this going on? Well, looking to the outside there was Andrea Rosso of Roman Stanek. Didn't quite get through, but at the chicane he does. So Roman Stanek over the chicane is passed by Andrea Rosso. So he's already been passed by Pedro Hiltbrand earlier in the lap. Now he's passed by Andrea Rosso. And Stanek all of a sudden falls out of the top 10. Down towards turn number 1 they go. Hiltbrand is heading towards us. He turns into the left-hander now. Hiltbrand just ahead of his teammate. Here are the leaders once more. Travis Anuto continuing just to get caught a little bit here. Just under 10 laps to go now. Of course, 1 on track at PF International. I don't think he'll want to reflect too much on what happened after the race, but did win on track. As they head up towards the start-finish line. 16 laps now completed. Zane Maloney in 2nd place. 3rd place is Hannes Janker. Still half a second between them. Every time Zane Maloney closes in by an inch, Travis Anuto finds an inch to pull away once again. Hannes Janker just can't do anything about the driver from Barbados ahead of him. So at the moment has to tuck in for 3rd place. And then it's Harry Thompson, then it's David Vidales, then it's Luigi Coluccio, Valtonen, Kramers, Hiltbrand and Rosso. Biggest mover at the moment is Nicholas Nielsen, who is up 14 places to 18th. Less than 10 laps to go. 17 laps completed of 26. And it looked as if Travis Anuto had just extended his lead last time around, and he had. It's now just under 6 tenths of a second. As they head into the double left-hander, now into the right. Zane Maloney has just falling away a little bit from Lorenzo Travis Anuto. Hannes Janker, how disappointed will he be, I wonder, to have got so close to winning. Win all the heats, qualify pole, and then just slip up right in the final would be devastating for him, I imagine. But still, for his championship, a podium would still see him on his way to become the championship leader, or keep the championship lead as he leads the championship now coming into this race, but extend that championship lead from 1 point to several going into SA in France. So really, this is not the worst situation for Janka. If he's thinking long term, it's not a bad situation at all. If he's thinking short term, of course he wants to take the race win, as they all do. But Travis Inuto, I don't know where he's finding this pace from late on, but Travis Inuto is starting to go through the gears. Hannes Janka has gone purple through the first sector, Travis Inuto through the second sector, so that means Janka has set the fastest first sector of anyone, Travis Inuto the fastest second sector. Oh dear, that's Chris Lullum out the race. I didn't catch it. It was Dexter Patterson. Oh well, the two teammates, I hope they haven't come together. They must have done, because they're off in the exact same place and they were only split by 600ths across the line last time. So Patterson and Chris Lullum, unfortunately, out of the race. Zane Maloney still there in second place as he heads down towards the last corner. He's got just a bit of a gap now over Hannes Janka. It's getting to that stage now where Zane Maloney is going to be thinking in his head, do I concede the lead now and just think about defending second, or do I continue to go for it? Because he seems to just be falling away now, and Janka, if anything, is being delayed here. Janka in the 119 there in the all-black livery is going to go for a move any second now. You can just feel it heating up, can't you? Even if you're watching through a screen like I am, it is getting to a point where Janka, I think, is going to go for a move. I think he'll, of course, want to get through. He looked like he had the pace on this lap to do so, but in Maloney's defence through the second half of the lap, he looks very, very quick as they head across the start-finish line and go in towards turn number 1. It's a 42.2 for Travis Inuto compared to the 42.5 for Zane Maloney. There'll be a lot of people that would like to see Travis Inuto win here after what happened after PFI, but a dive for second, and Janka is through. Janka is through into second place. Does he have the time to go and catch Travis Inuto? Not only that, but does he have the pace? Because Travis Inuto at the moment is quicker than anyone, but Janka is into second place. This would see him in the extend his championship lead still. Zane Maloney, we didn't take into account his points, but he'd be boosted up the order, no doubt. Hilbrand, I'm not too sure where he would stand, but he was second in the championship coming into this race, but he's just lost a place and dropped down to 10th place behind his teammate Andrea Rosso. And there you have it. Is that race done? Travis Inuto fastest lap? I think it could be. Janka, I'm not too sure if they've just if they've made some changes. Have they just not played their cards exactly right, I wonder. The TB Racing team have been absolutely fantastic all weekend, but Travis Inuto seems to have just found something in this final that Janka hasn't quite been able to cope with, and Travis Inuto looks set to take a win as they go across the start-finish line to complete 23 laps. Only 3 to go now. There's Harry Thompson all on his own in 4th place. This will be a solid result for the Brit and should move him up the order as well as they turn through the right-hand hairpin. Now back downhill. Janka has just a bit of a gap over Zane Maloney now as they head up towards the turn number 8, long sweeping corner up towards the chicane. 2 more laps to go at the end of this, and there's the Rosberg Racing driver of Lorenzo Travis Inuto, who could be called home in the race lead for victory twice this season now on track. This would be Travis Inuto's 2nd victory, and I'm sure this time it would be a victory as he heads down towards the left-hander. We got Janka in 2nd, Maloney in 3rd, Thompson is in 4th place, Vidales in 5th, Carluccio is driven very well, he's up to 6th, and it's Valtonen and Kramers, Rosso, Hilbrand rounding out the top 10 at the moment as they head down towards the chicane for the penultimate time. Travis Inuto, he's played his cards right, he's done everything right in this final. Here's the battle going on though, late on for 5th place between David Vidales and Luigi Coluccio, so we could still see a change well within the top 10 on the last lap, and it's the Italian of Luigi Coluccio trying to pressurise the Spaniard David Vidales as they turn left and head into the double left-hander, now into the right-hander for the last time, and Lorenzo Travisanuto, the Rosberg Racing driver, there he is, the 104, qualified second on the grid, took 9 points as a result of that. It looks like he's going to walk away from Ampfing in Germany with 34 points and beat the driver who was attempting to win on home soil. Travisanuto, 1 corner to go, and Travisanuto is going to pick up his first win of the season. Oh no, don't go too... Oh, whoa, what happened there? What happened there? Janka's taken the win. I don't believe it. Janka's taken the win. I do not believe what I've just seen. Hannes Janka has taken the win. Lorenzo Travisanuto pulled over. Well, what on earth happened there? Travisanuto, what on earth has he done there? Travisanuto has pulled over, and Janka can't believe it. Janka cannot believe it. He can't believe what he's just seen. He doesn't even know why Lorenzo Travisanuto done that. What on earth has happened? Well, there'll be questions to ask in our press conference. There'll be questions to ask on the podium. I cannot believe that, honestly. I mean, in kart racing, I've never seen that happen before. I can hold my hands up and say, maybe if you go into a motorsport, which is a team sport, then yes, you have seen that perhaps happen before. But I've never seen that happen in FIA Karting for a race win in the European Championship, for someone to just pull over and lose the victory